This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good. Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where? Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
I cut off a little bit early, but basically what that good sounding sister was saying Brandon Lee is going to spark that fire. That's exactly what we're about to do right from this space, right here and right now. It's time to talk about some Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 2. Now, recognize this is the first episode after everything that went down with Wendy and Eddie. And we learned from Kempire that they picked up filming on Saturday, and the ladies are going to be reacting. We also know that Karen has not really interacted with the ladies at all. Ooh, Lordy, Lord. I so wish that there was a companion show at 9/8 Central with Karen rewatching the whole episode, giving her commentary. Because, child, I know she got a lot to say. I know we will have a whole lot to hear. With that being said, higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is a me. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have you here. Let's get into some Potomac, okay? Because there's a lot that went down. I took my very thorough notes. Because, child, it's just the second episode. My Lord Jesus. Okay. So we pick up from the season premiere. Stacy and Ashley are still arguing over Stacy being divorced and that. And, at this point, I with Ashley and Stacy, as I am frozen right now. Okay, we're back. With Ashley and Stacy, right? Stacy's going to feel how she's going to feel. Ashley's going to feel how she's going to feel. Like, it is what it is. Y'all don't like each other. Move the hell on. Like, sincerely. And at the beginning, middle, end of the day, when Stacy said that Ashley was the devil, Ashley, you do move in a devilish way, being everybody else's business and not handling y'all. That is very devilish behavior. So I have to give some applause to Stacy. I have to give it to her. She was correct on that. So Giselle wants Stacy to tell the truth about what's happening with her relationships. And it's just like, Giselle, that without a man. Shout out to Karen Huger. Like, what? You have a best friend that her husband cheated on Robin with somebody who looked better than her whole existence. And y'all got onto everybody else rather about their storylines. And Bravo fired Robin. And you want Stacy to tell the truth, but yet you can't have a truthful friend. And you could have been truthful in saying that you knew more than you did. But y'all two are getting sued by Eminem. Okay. All right. Well, let's just roll on. Kiana and Wendy, it looks like it was a miscommunication about Kiana coming into a room and Wendy saying hi to somebody. Now, when I'm in my element, I don't say hi to anybody, right? Like, I have always had the thought of when I do the Brandon Lee daytime talk show, if I got into late night TV, I really want to talk to the guests before the show. Not because I don't respect them, not because I don't have space to engage with them or anything else, but when you are hosting, and it's interesting because I do watch YouTubers, and I'm like, oh, some people have ABC energy, some people have Zeus energy. And, hosting is recognizing that you're in the room, but the room is not about you, but it's your job to guide the room through the experience. And so when I'm in the zone of Brainley's virtual tour, I'm in the zone. I'm live on tour of all you right now. So we're here. And it will be the same thing with the talk show, whether daytime or late night, whether I was hosting a game show or I was doing a live red carpet event. Because at the beginning, middle, end of the day, if I talk to you before showtime, right, then what do we have to talk about once we get out on set for the talk show? Or, when you get to the red carpet, it's like, oh, I've already talked to you before. So it kills the vibe and it kills the faculties I need to be able to do my job. So it's not that I'm not sociable, but I don't want to talk to any of my guests because I want to be the best for my guests. You understand? So I felt Wendy on that. That, you know what I mean? That when I'm on a panel, when I'm speaking, when I'm doing anything that's requiring a lot of energy, it's not that I don't want to say hi. I'm just in the zone. But that's just an outsider looking at it. You know what I mean? So then there was Kiana versus Stacy, and that, you know, apparently Stacy says that Kiana wants to fight every time that they see each other. It's on site, and it's just like, Stacy, stop. I feel like Kiana has that energy, but you are projecting, child. Kiana seems very kind, very sincere. After what happened with Ashley, and I'm just going to say this, Kiana should have had Monique's energy and whooped Ashley's ass. Yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, Bray, you said Monique Sarahs was shit for what she did, Monique, and she is still motherfucking ass shit for that. So we're letting people who whooped ass come back on national television and have new careers? Wow. I mean, would it be fair to say that Monique Samuels is the Jocelyn of Bravo? Y'all remember Jocelyn, you know, from Love and Hip Hop, now on Zeus. You know, I'm the Puerto Rican princess. Don't you know it to me? I'm the Puerto Rican princess. After that fight, and somehow she still got a job with Zeus. Okay, child, just know this. Let your ass do what Monique Samuels did in real life. You will not have a job. Monique Samuels has Bravo privilege. Outside of that, she would not work anywhere. Okay? I really don't get how some people can have horrid behavior and have a career. Meanwhile, there are other people who have always done the right thing that can barely get to the door for a meeting. I'm just keeping it above. Hey, Nelson, we'll get to see it. And by the way, listen, I know Monique did her thing on that Washington, D.C. radio station. And I'm not saying that, you know, housewives can't get into radio. Shamia got into radio as well. But, you know, if Big Tigger walked in the room versus Monique Samuels, I'm going to go and say hi to Big Tigger first before Monique Samuels. Monique Samuels was not a radio personality. If anything, she was a colleague who had a microphone in front of her face, and she had to talk for a job. Radio is my first love before television. Monique has not been behind the board. She hasn't taken any calls. She hasn't held her own for a length of time where she could, you know, stand on her own as a radio personality. So no, I take this shit very seriously. Okay? All right, just moving on, child. I don't get it. I mean, I wish her well because, listen, her and Chris, they got kids. So, you know, like I said, I'm giving my opinion on what I've seen, but I don't wish hell on Monique. Any of these women I don't wish hell on, because at the beginning, middle, end of the day, like, I'm judging what's on the screen. That's why I said earlier, you know, during the morning edition of the show that, you know, if you're going to be triggered by black men talking about black women, then you need to unsubscribe from Kempire, Jeremy Speaks, Chef Don, DJ Richie Scott, a lot of the men if y'all are that offended. But there's a grown-ass man named Carlos King who allegedly owns #1 show, but it's on a break until November 15th. And to everybody who only covers that show, you got to wait till November 15th to be a content creator. You know, I wonder what Anonymous T has to say about content creators.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
One more time.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
One more time.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
That's what I thought. Okay, let's get back to our review. So after all that, right, there was a party at Kiana Stewart's, beauty and wellness spot, and Angel was defending Wendy of we don't know what was going on with her kids and stuff. And so Kiana felt like, hold on, you're my best friend of 16 years. What you defending somebody else for? But in friendships, Kiana, sometimes friends are going to disagree. Just keep it in the book. You know what I mean? And Angel is an actual journalist. Now, if we needed somebody to report live from a war zone, I will take Angel Massey over Portia Williams, who calls herself a journalist. Said no one ever. Okay. Tia doesn't feel that Kiana is negative, and Angel was stand up for Kiana. Cookie and Giselle, they talk, and as y'all know, Karen, during this episode was still in jail and everything in between. So then, it's Tia and Wendy. They're talking about them being Nigerian, and then Stacy says, "I'm Nigerian too." What? I just this is how Stacy was moving.
Time is slipping away from me. Time is slipping away from me. Time is slipping away from me.
Time was slipping away from Stacy, because why did you open up your mouth to say that you're Nigerian? Sincerely, like, are you just trying to do anything just to have a check? I mean, you're on the show. Like, that's one thing that I think us as a people, I'm not just talking about black people, I'm talking about us as America, and I've always believed this. Overseas, they protect, invest, and uplift their culture a lot more than we do in the United States. Now, that does not mean I'm not happy that does not mean that I'm not happy to be in America. Let's get that straight. Okay, I'm very happy to be here. However, in the same token, when you go to Rome and you see the Rome Colosseum, they upkeep that. Let a black historical building burn down, that thing will be gone. Okay? So let's just keep it a buck about some stuff. For real, for real. So I say all that to say that, if you get a 23andMe test, you get an ancestral DNA test or a circle DNA test, and you see Nigerian, you see Italian, this, that, and third, don't go and start taking on their culture, because that's disrespectful, inauthentic, and insincere to the people that were born in that culture, who lives in that culture, who moves in that culture, right? Like World Showcase at Walt Disney World is amazing because you can go all around the world in a day. But that doesn't mean you should embrace every culture as your own. That's just inauthentic to me. I just felt like that was just a wasted point from Stacy to me. And then, child, listen. That special entertainment that came out is just as special as your so-called singing career. Candy Burris has won Grammys. Escape. That girl group. Longest running housewife ever. Did a play with Denzel Washington. And Ashley thinks she's somebody important. Said who? My Lord Jesus. So then we get into the transition shots, right? We see Angel, she's working out, and her trying to talk about BBLs. Angel don't need no BBL. I feel like Angel's husband Bobby's like, let you lose any motherfucking damn thing. We gonna have issues. Not issues. I want to have some Super Bowls in the bedroom, and I can't have no Super Bowls with a flat football. When you find yours, you're very territorial over everything. Okay, so listen. So then we see Kiana doing a K-Stewart beauty and wellness billboard, and some of the teams like, this is all you have as options right now. So then we get to Wendy. Wendy, she has Zen, Win, and Win the third, the dogs, and Zoe's a dog as well. So Stacy's coming over, and Stacy actually cares about Wendy. And so Stacy talks about Ashley and Stacy being out boutique and everything else, and then something moves. I think it was wind chimes, and Stacy is back with her husband, because you remember the preview where Stacy said to Wendy that I lied in New York. You know, Stacy, sometimes you're throwing this hot tea upon yourself. So you're saying, oh, yes, please serve me hot tea. Please serve me hot tea. Please serve me hot tea. Ah! Oh, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, 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 oh. You're not doing yourself any favors. You're just not. You're just not to me. I mean, do you not see how it looks that you had TJ who said to you on national television when you asked him on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want to sleep with me? And he said 0. 0. 0.0. Now I want you out of my apartment by 9 o'clock Monday morning. Shout out to Animal House. But sincerely, like, you really took that from a dude who is not even known in Hollywood. Like Keith Robinson, when he left Beyond the Gates as oh my God, Ted Robinson, do you not know how many people were pissed the hell off that there was a change in the actor? He is known. TJ is not. And you allowed a grown-ass man to say on a scale of 1 to 10 about wanting to sleep with you, he said a 0. Only then to get back with your husband? Do you not see how that looks? I mean, I'm just an outsider looking at it. I'm telling my audience, listen, I love y'all in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. But like, I watch Potomac, I watch Atlanta, I watch Married to Medicine for y'all. Like I said, after this after show is done, I'm not going back to watch the episode. I did my assignment. I'm done. Because, like, sincerely, I don't get it. I just don't. You know, and like I said, with every after show that I do, I'm very down the line. Like, if it aired on the screen, I'm talking about on your screen, right? So I just, like, even though Ashley is a liar, a cheater, and a heathen herself, I don't mean a cheater in terms of her relationship. I mean she's a cheater in terms of doing what she wants to do, throwing rocks and hiding her hand. Okay? And everything in between. Even though she's all those things, I gotta give Ashley credit. You see how small it is, though, right? It's not much. It's not much at all. But Ashley is right. Like, so you paid TJ, and then you got back with your ex. Okay. And then, of course, the happy Stacy line thing, right? And the talks didn't start until March. And turns out Giselle was not lying. Oh my God, Giselle not being a liar. Let's give some applause for that. That doesn't mean shit, though. It don't. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, like, if we really want to be real about it, like, Jamal Bryant's new wife looks better than Giselle. Like Karen Huger said, though, you know, Giselle, that without a man. You talking about everybody else's relationship, but yet you can't get one. Like I said earlier this morning, you had to check in to Love Hotel and nobody wanted to check out with you. Same goes with Ashley. Moving on. So apparently the Happy Stacy talks had nothing to do with Wendy or Eddie, right? So then Tia comes over. I love me some Tia. I think Tia is delightful. I think she is refreshing. I think she's really going to be a joy. Now, how she became friends with Giselle, I'm going to give Tia love, grace, and space. Because honestly, I don't know how Tia could be friends with somebody like that. I mean, listen. Tia's poised and refined, and she actually has a soul. And Giselle, she just exists. Like, where's the melding of the friendship here? I'm not understanding. So Tia has 4 kids, and when you see another twin mom, you know. Now, I will say this: Jamal and Giselle did a great job of raising their daughters. The daughters are more popular than Giselle. That's a fact. So Rob and Tia have been married for 17 years. So we hand clap for that. Yes, indeed. And I just want to say this to Angel and Tia. Don't have Giselle around your husbands, because she will make up lies on your husbands and ruin their reputation. Not give a fuck about how y'all recover. I'm just saying she did that to Candace's husband. Could not give no receipts, no details. Her story was as fucked up as her existence is. And what are the Giselle fans gonna do? Not shit. What's Giselle gonna do? Not shit. She's not. She got that smoke for a reason. So to Ashley, not Ashley, but child, Ashley, the day you get a husband, the day you get one is the day that Monique has a whole brain to come back fully to whatever project is next. Because I think that while Monique has done the work on herself, I don't think that she's really ready to expand herself. See, it's one thing to do the personal work on yourself, but how you move as a person reflects in your next moves. But hey, that's just my opinion. But yeah, I just really didn't get that. But yeah, to Angel and Tia, have Giselle stay away from your husbands, okay? Because she doesn't care about marriages at all. She don't. She just don't. Like I said, Rob and Tia have been married for 17 years. Congratulations to them. And Tia had this necklace that the translation is "pampered by your mother's womb." I'm just like, Tia is like here. I'm loving it. And apparently the husband is the nanny. Tia had no shame. She had no shame at all saying it. But what I loved about Tia when she told her story about Rob is that Rob was born in Chicago, and Tia, had everything growing up. I love the fact that Tia could humble herself. And I don't mean humble herself in terms of that, she did have a list of standards and requirements, but that she did not mind what B. Simone should be trying to find now. A regular, degular, schmegular 9-to-5 brother who goes to work, comes home, and handles his business. So I'm proud of Rob and Tia for being married for 17 years. So amazing stuff there. And Tia is a real estate advisor. Her husband, Rob, does sales for a major aerodynamic company. So that is amazing there. Now we got to go from greatness to tragicness with Ashley. She's going to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Give me a moment. No, God, I'm not waking up. No, I'm not. No. Listen, I know I have a tour guide, but why in the hell does Ashley Darby get to go to the White House Correspondents' Dinner? Isn't that for people who have class, distinction, and grace? What has Ashley done for her to be noticed? Candace would be able to go to the White House before Ashley. Oh, so wait, I'm sounding hateful even though Ashley put herself on national television. Well, I will say this, guy. I mean, at least Ashley doesn't have a mama that ruins her platform, because her mama is closer to the grave to die than the cradle start like to becoming anything. Oh, no, I know exactly who I'm talking about, guy, but I don't give a damn up or ish, because it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna wake up, but I just want you to know Ashley did not deserve to be at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Okay, this was a good resting talk, God. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm back with y'all. So Jessica is Ashley's half sister, And so Jessica will be going to the University of Maryland. So congratulations on that. We always love somebody going for higher in life for sure. And Josh is her date. Josh did not like Ashley going on Love Hotel. Good for you, Josh, standing up for something. And Ashley, I don't even know why you turned down Josh, because he seemed like the most stable relationship that you could ever have after being somebody's concubine for so long. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, you did bring up Thomas Jefferson's concubine, Karen, but yet you were a concubine for Michael for how long? Exactly. So, you know, Ashley texted, hey, big head, now they're back on. So, holy. And then Ashley said to Josh, can you not have product in your hair? You know, has he asked you to change anything about you? I'm just asking. Okay, then shut up. So then, of course, having white sheets is a status. I would think having a home that's, you know, having a home or, you know, having food in the fridge, having your bills paid, that's more status than white sheets. But hey, I guess some things matter to more people than others. But moving on. So now we get to Angel and Bobby. They go out to dinner. Denver was really good for them because they love being around nature, and Bobby was a player for the Denver Broncos football team, and they're renting until they find the right home, which is smart. You know what I mean? You don't want to put all this money into a home and then, you know, you don't like it, your family don't like it. It's not really convenient for you to be able to do what you need to do. And so they've been married for 6 years, so congratulations to them. Been married for 6 years. And so it was a Facebook DM, and I can tell you this: they Angel and Bobby are locked, okay, for sure. So they're talking about their future home, and they're talking about 2 acres versus 5 acres. And Angel wants to do a renovation if it's right, if the land is right. And here's the thing, right? If you are renting, you don't want to be doing a renovation for as long as it takes to rent, right? Because, I mean, now as long as you're not doing Chateau Chiray, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? So just keep it in the book. But sincerely, I think that, and honestly, I think Tia could probably help. I mean, she is a real estate person, so you know, we'll see. And she even brings that up about Tia. The Colorado home they bought for $2 million, and so you know, Angel's gonna have this event. She's going to judge the ladies for herself, which good for her. Then we get Kiana. Giselle comes over, and Kiana is very happy with Greg. And so there's an event that happened with Angel, Ashley, Tia, and that Angel said Wendy may have had something going on with the Mama Bear part. So I talked about that earlier, but I'm bringing it up now. And my thing is this. Listen, as a best friend, I'm not going to be able to, you know, be around you fully. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to do that, sadly. You know what I mean? But a text here and there, just checking in, goes a long way. My mom is always about phone calls, right? But I feel like this with Kiana and Wendy. I'm going to say this with all due respect. Wendy has a lot more going on than Kiana. Now, that's not to shade Kiana. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Hey, wait. What did I do? First of all, long time no see. Hi. Hopefully all is well with you. But like, what did I do? Listen, it aired on the screen. I'm just talking about it. But well, how am I having an attitude? wait a minute. Hang on. I want y'all to recognize something. I've done reviews for I don't know how many shows now because I've moved on to other things. Okay. And I've been very even killed with both shows. Like now there are some shows I watch because I genuinely like them. But there are shows like this that I watch for y'all. And it is what it is. If you do good on the screen, I'm gonna talk about you. If you do bad on the screen, I'm gonna talk about you. But either way, I'm gonna talk about you. Like it is what it is. Although I will say this, Ro from Hard Hustle Houston has watched my reviews and liked them, and Dr. Ariel actually came up on the tour and we did a 51-minute interview, and she said a lot of the cast watches my reviews. So, I mean, everything's in the eye of the beholder, I guess, but, you know, not like got over 800,000 views and done over 1,000 shows and been able to hold my own with everything that I unnecessarily went through on YouTube or nothing. But hey, I'm just a black man talking on YouTube. I love this damn show. We do so much. So anyway, like I said, I feel like with Kiana and Wendy, right? Wendy, she's a political commentator. She's a professor. I feel like that has a lot more energy commitment than beauty and wellness. Now, that's not to say that beauty and wellness does not have a huge commitment, because Kiana Stewart has a brick and mortar. And so to know your overhead, right? Paying electricity, water, lights, gas, internet. You're also paying for ingredients, all of that, right? So I feel like maybe it's just an energy commitment imbalance with those two, because I really thought they were friends. And I think Kiana has a great energy. I think Wendy has great energy. So hopefully they're able to work it out. But also, too, I'll say this. You have to come forward with a want to work out energy in order for something to work out. Because if you come as a problem, they come as a problem, then y'all both problems. Somebody got to come as a solution. That's just how I feel about it. But anyway, y'all. So with that being said, we get to Angel's event, the Truth and Tranquility, which, by the way, very nicely done. Very nicely done. So Wendy comes first in hot pink. Tia, she's never drank nor smoked or had loud music. And I think she talked about her pregnancy. I think that she smoked like one time. So yeah. And not to mention, too, Angel doesn't like any, negativity in her house. So good for you, Angel, for establishing guidelines, because, yeah, some of these ladies have no coof. And before anybody gets offended in the back, okay, there's some men that don't have coof either. Are y'all good in the back? Okay, are y'all okay? Your emotions intact? You need to go get a Kleenex for a minute? Listen, I'll pause for it. Hang on. You know what? I'll put up 1:30 for you guys to go get a Kleenex real quick. I'm accommodating to my audience. Yes, I am. Give me a moment. Where's the clock here? Clock. Okay, so we're going to do 1:30. All right, so I got 1:30. So as that 1:30 is going off for the rest of y'all in the back to go get a Kleenex for yourself. No. Hang on a second. Hang on. Listen. Don't pick up something that's not for you. Okay, I wasn't talking about my viewers. Okay, let's not go here. Let's not go here, because one thing to know and two things for sure. I've been able to hold my own over here the whole time. And every person that has come into this chat has been nothing but loved, invested, and cared for. This is one of the most progressive, uplifting, and 10 toes down for the culture, of the culture, by the culture channels on YouTube. It's just, you know what? Hang on. 30 more seconds for y'all in the back to go get Kleenex over a black man having an opinion on what's happening in the world on TV or anything. Okay, you got 20 more seconds to go get that Kleenex. Hang on. Wait a minute. 15 seconds. Give me some time. Hang on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so has everybody cried? Has everybody cried? I just want to make sure you cried. You got your snot out. You're good. You got yourself another sad love song margarita for yourself because you probably made yourself another sad love song because somebody tried to be good to you and you turned your back on them and didn't want to hear them out for shit. And they knew who the fuck they were. You didn't. Everybody got their Kleenex. Everybody got their face together. Everybody got their mental together. Okay, good. Let's roll on. Hang on. Wait. Okay. Now wait a minute. Now I'm getting a call from Bishop T.D. Jakes. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Now listen. When the bishop wants to speak, we let the bishop speak. Okay. Hang on one second. One second. Bishop T.D. Jakes wants to be able to have a word with me because Bishop T.D. Jakes feels like I'm putting 20 on 10. But, sir, last time I checked, sir, you come from the world of the spiritual, and not everybody has a soul of caring about people. Some people will be anything when they are really nothing, while there are some people being something, and they're being dragged for them being something because the person that's attacking really is broken on the inside. They don't have the capacity, capability, comprehension of brain cells to actually articulate that. So I just want you to know that, Bishop. We come from two different worlds. Now, I respect you immensely. Okay? No. You can stay. Listen, I'm giving a show. I'm giving a whole show out here. So hang on. Let's hear what Bishop Jakes has to say, because, I think it's only fair that, All right, Bishop, what you got to say to me? Come on.
Come out the closet and stop keeping a secret and let the world know if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side.
I'm not getting swallowed up. This is women in Potomac.
I would have been.
Wendy and Eddie went to jail.
I would have been.
Oh my God.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you were at your wits' end?
Oh, because I take responsibility for what the fuck I do.
That is my point of view.
And this is mine. Okay? You lie. Good Lord.
Because my point of view in the Easter story is relational.
And you don't think it shouldn't be relational, that these women should have respect for each other? I gotta go, Bishop. I gotta go. Oh, I love my damn job. Yes, I do. So, like I said, back to Angel's event, Truth and Tranquility. Wendy comes in first. Like I said, Tia doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, no loud music. She talked about her pregnancy. I think that she smoked one time. And, with Angel, there's no negativity in her house. Giselle and Kiana arrive together. Giselle does not like truth and tranquility. She likes lies and foolishness. Well, it takes a liar to know another liar. It takes somebody foolish moving in foolishness to know somebody who is a fool moving in foolishness. So you would know Giselle. But with that being said, Giselle asked about Kiana and Wendy. Are they good? And Wendy said, I think we're good in the hood. And Wendy said that I'm in peace. Kiana's in pieces. Oh my. Mm-hmm. So then Ashley comes through. She's a human being. She exists. She's in the world. God bless her on her journey. Giselle gave a private info about chin checking. Now, Giselle, what did Karen say to you? If you want me to be a friend, you have to show yourself as a friend. How we soon forget our own history. Mm-hmm. So there are mints for Stacy because, in the words of Donkey, she needs a Tic Tac or something because her breath stink. That's Donkey's words, not mine. Okay, listen. All right. Stacy was shot, so then they go and have a sound bath. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So Wendy was being bougie like Giselle, and Wendy was like over 2 minutes. It's like, now Wendy, you talk about your 4 degrees, which you said that out loud, right? And you showcase your lifestyle, this, that, and the third. And you always move in peace, but you can't handle being still for like 2 to 3 minutes for a sound bath. Is this above you? Because you're looking like Giselle or thirsty toxicity. And I don't believe you're either of those two people. Okay, so anyway, let's roll on. So there's a fire circle, and everybody gets their chance to say something uninterrupted. And so Kiana said, "Thank you for reminding me what friendship looks like." And then Tia said, "Thank you for inviting me into this lovely group and the holistic lady." Tia is going to be fun all season, I can tell. And the lady's name was Nicole. But hey, for the record, Tia did give respect to the woman and what her role is. She is a holistic woman, right? She brings people together through holistic practices. So Tia wasn't wrong. And then Stacy wanted a cleansing breath up. Breathe in. Let me do it. Breathe out. Ha! And Ashley, it's going to be like a lion's breath. Stop it. And then, the notice of Stacy and her ex-husband being divorced. Giselle said, "Mine is stamped and notarized. It's not official, but we can move on. She's bored with it." So then we get to Tally Hoes, which is Karen's favorite hotspot. So Giselle, Ashley are there first. Karen's birthday's coming up. Then Kiana shows up. Kiana, that red looks stunning on you. I will definitely say that. So, and then we see Cookie come in, and the girls are out. That's why Ashley says the girls are out. And I put, because Ashley's mama didn't bless her. See, Ashley has this thing of like, she can be up here, but she can't never be knocked down a peg. If I remember Karen Huger's words correctly, ejaculate, procreate, move up off of mine. Okay, listen. It's going to be a fun season, but ain't the same about Karen Huger. I think we all know that for sure. So with that being said, Wendy tried to do this, but it didn't work. I didn't get that part. Like, was Wendy trying to have big breast Cookie? Like, okay, I guess. And so there's a program for Karen Huger to get back into, the world, through a rehabilitation program. And Karen's being strategic by talking to Cookie, Ray, and her daughter Raven, as she should, because you do not show up as a friend, Giselle. You don't. If you were able to share that tea about you and Kiana's conversation, I can only imagine what you would share about Karen. So no, he's got every right to be strategic because she sees your ass for what you are. Okay. Darling, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Dr. Maya Angelou. And like Stacy Roosh. And still I rise. So anyway, with that being said, Karen's exercising, she's reading, the inmates are loving her, and apparently she might want to see the male version of Ashley, because apparently Karen was kind of turned on by that. I'm like, child, there are other men that look better than Ashley trying to portray herself to be a man, okay? And I will say this, for Ashley to do that, I know she's very fluid, because her and Jacqueline Blake might be a lesbian couple later on this season. If you missed last season, they shared a kiss. Mia got territorial over, Jacqueline and Ashley. So anything can happen. But it was huge for Ashley to do that. And shout out to the LGBTQIA plus community. I know Ashley's a very huge support of that. So I will give Ashley her credit. She does come through when she wants to for what she cares about. Now she just needs to have respect for other people besides herself. But that's neither here nor there. And her kids. I know she cares about her kids. So there might be an early release. Giselle wants to call Ray, but Cookie wants Ray to call them. And Cookie gets a text from Chris Samuels. So apparently Stacy is trying to get in touch or trying to get with Chris Samuels. And Tiana, which is Ashley's friend, was late and was carrying Ashley's gown downstairs. And Stacy asked Tiana if Tiana could hook Stacy up with Chris Samuels. And Cookie said, and I quote, "Chris cannot get with that funky odor." Cookie! 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 Cookie, 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 cookie. You know, I just let me bring up some perspective here, because Cookie, this is what you did. I'm gonna show you exactly what you did. Okay, here's what happened right here. Let's go here.
He never got no pictures. He was telling you a story, Mama.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the booze.
That's basically what Cookie was saying. Well, it could have been a scheme. Then Tatiana came up for Stacy to come to Chris with the bullshit. Oh my God, child. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. You never know what's going to happen when we're live on tour, child. Oh my God. So then 3 weeks later, Monique is coming into the group, and apparently Chris called Stacy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the Real Housewives of Potomac season 10, episode 2, after show review. Child, you just never know what I'm gonna say when I come on here. Yes, indeed. Now, you know what? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I hope that CEO Finance Queen is doing well. You know what I mean? Shout out to Liddell Stiller as well. Listen, it's tongue-in-cheek for me, because this is what I've come to realize, right? And I would always say this with the 901 videos, right? You saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. Sincerely, if you really want to after show, then tune to Andy Cohen. But if you really want a no holds barred, straight to the point, have the tequila be strong of a commentary, then you come here. You come here for sure. So yes, indeed. Hopefully all is well with everybody. Yes, indeed, child. Oh my God. I really do love what we do around here. I really, really do. So thank you for the 2 likes. Much love to y'all. I hope all is well with each and every single one of you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So yes, indeed. So yes, indeed. So yeah, we're just chillaxing here. Just chillaxing. I'm trying to see if there's any updates on my phone. That's interesting. Okay. Sorry, y'all. But yes, indeed. Like I said, right now, the 3 shows we are reviewing right now, we are reviewing Potomac, we're reviewing On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, and we are also reviewing the Braxtons. So if you missed out on the Braxtons, don't you worry, you haven't missed a thing. You just missed 1 episode, so go back and watch that. And Bluefish came in, and I said a little bit extra at the end. Sure did. Said what I meant what I said. And I know for everybody's mental health, they will know their role, stay in their place, and drive their speed limits. So, listen. But no, shout out to Bluefish. It was good to see her for sure. So we talked about the Braxton's On Brand agency. I think the last account was Sonic. So we talked about that. And then, of course, Potomac. This is our 2nd episode review. I think for Potomac, it was 13 episodes, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we're in for a long Okay. And for a very long haul. And then, of course, as you guys know, Ready to Love, Detroit will be back November 7th at 9/8 Central. Not 8/7 Central, but 9/8 Central. We'll be back. Myself, GG9, Dr. Ucha, Talk with Salada, our main man Q. We will all be back. And, of course, we're waiting on the Never Ever Met Season 3. And we're on Hard Hustle Houston Season 2. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, renew that show. Otherwise, we're going to have problems. Not problems, problems. Problems. Thank you. Now in my head, on it's like, okay, so Braylon just threatened us, and we have no choice but to renew Hard Hustle Houston for Season 2. Otherwise, we're going to have problems. And Braylon is very known for his bazooka of mouth, so please let's get that. So please get that Season 2 on the double. Thank you. I would like to think that's happening right now, but I don't think Tina Perry runs off of my command. I think she runs off of her own command. So it's all tongue in cheek. Yes, indeed, gonna give y'all a full-fledged hour of content here before I turn off my camera. Like I said, Wednesday you guys will only get one show because I'll be at work for the next 2 weeks on Wednesdays. I know I give you guys an 11 a.m. show, a 6 p.m. show, but we're still gonna give y'all a good show. And believe me, there's a lot going on. If you missed this morning show, by the way, let me just recap you with what we talked about this morning, because it was quite a lot. We talked about Wendy and Eddie for about a full-fledged hour. Then we talked about On Brand with Jimmy Fallon. They're selling it overseas, the show. We talked about CNN creators, that creators might have or going to have the chance to be CNN talent for sure. Then we talked about Adrian Davis, and I hooked up Adrian Davis with Destiny Payne. So I did some matchmaking this morning. So I don't want to hear from the Destinators that I am not kind, loving, gracious to anybody, because I helped Destiny find a man. She did say she's dating. We talked about Writer's Room, Faith Evans Foundation, all dedicated to uplifting autism and supporting people, family and friends with autism. Shout out to that. Talked about American Airlines and how it was over 1,000 flights down. And of course, the winner of the Studios competition there, which was so good. Which, by the way, the winner, she has a new film called Glamping, which will be coming to Tubi on October 14th. Yes, indeed. So let me get the winner here. I want to make sure that I get the name right here, because it is a huge deal. So this content creator's content will be a Tubi original, and her name is Rosemary Adisi. She is a Nigerian American creator who is bringing her original horror thriller Glamping to Tubi on October 24th. So her original thriller film will be seen by potentially 100 million monthly active users. So congratulations to her. So hopefully more stuff from Tubi to come for content creators in due time. So yes, indeed, we are live on tour here. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. Yes, indeed. So I'm almost there to a full-fledged hour. Then I'll turn off my camera here and we'll take a little commercial break, and then we'll be back with more Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Yes, we are. Oh, my Lord Jesus, man. Oh, man, oh, man. I really do love what we do around here. I really do. Jesus Christ. Anybody can be a creator, but it does take somebody to be an artist. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes. Yes, indeed. So I'm almost there to a full-fledged hour, and then we're going to take a little commercial break. And by the way, this music that you guys are hearing right now, right here, is a part of our brand new anthem for our channel. about a week ago. And our song is part of the game I played too. Of course, as you guys know, how YouTube is with copyright. It's such a joy to work with. Said no one of it. But in the meantime, between time, I was like, we need an anthem that can speak to us, where we are, who we are, and for what we're about. So with that being said, I'm going to turn my camera now because we've done the whole show for an hour. Yes, we have. And with that being said, we're going to take a little commercial break. Here is that theme song. One love, much love, all love. Enjoy. We'll be back with more Brandon's Virtual Tour Live right after this. Hashtag roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Brave only, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Bravenly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then. Where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Bravenly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Bravenly got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Bravenly's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced, and more than show. This brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Bravenly, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Bravenly, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story. But in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward,
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and mirrors commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
I'm loving it. And I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Brainley's virtual tour live. We are live on tour. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. Yes, indeed, we are live on tour. Just got done talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 2 after show. I'd say this one, listen, it amped up the energy a little bit, so I need to amp up my energy a little bit. Listen, everything's alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Y'all calm down. Good Lord Jesus. I'm just giving my opinion on stuff. Listen, but it's all good in the neighborhood. It's all good. So yeah, I'll probably will rock it out here for just a little bit longer. I'll probably be here till like maybe 1:17, 1 hour 17 minutes, and then we'll head on out. But I really enjoyed this one after show. This one was a good one. So, like I said, tomorrow 10/9 Central will be on brand with Jimmy Fallon, and hopefully the episode will be out on time tomorrow, and then we'll. And then, like I said, Wednesday we'll review that show at 6 o'clock. Yes, indeed. So. And then, like I said, 6 p.m. Tuesday, we'll have a show for y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do as of yet, because y'all know I usually do all my, destinations the same day as, the destinations are. So that way, it can be timely, you know what I mean? So. I remember one thing I would say about the Onyx collab, every time I open up a room, it's like a different album, and everybody in the room is like a different track on the album. So I try to live that philosophy in my content. So every time I go live out on tour with y'all, is 7 new destinations or 8 new destinations. And sometimes we might revisit some destinations, but every tour is like a different album. You know what I mean? There's no one tour that's the same than another tour. You know what I mean? So yes, indeed. So. But yep, we are just here chillaxing. Hey, one person, we're just chillaxing here. Glad to have you. Just got done talking about Potomac, Real Housewives of Potomac, that is. Yes, indeed, just chillaxing. Yep, just chillaxing, everybody. Yes, indeed. Hey, welcome in. Just chillaxing here, getting ready to get off of here in just a little bit. Yes, indeed. It's been a fun one. It was good to see CEO Finance Queen. Hopefully she is good in her world for sure. And of course, Liddell Stiller, good to see her as well. But yes, indeed. Nothing but a good time over here for sure. As we get ready to get the Daily Motivator up here. Listen, can y'all believe we're almost at the end of the year, y'all? Like, my Lord Jesus. Sometimes I just look on our YouTube channel and be like, how did we cover all of this in a year? Like, my Lord Jesus. It never ceases to amaze me what can happen in 24 hours. So, but yes, indeed. Let me get the Daily Motivator up for you all here. All right, y'all, here we go. Nothing will ever be attempted if all possible objections must first be overcome. Samuel Johnson. There it is there. It's time to come over for Monday, October 13th, 2025. Earn confidence. The confidence that matters is confidence that is earned. Otherwise, it is simply arrogance masquerading as confidence. Oh, let me read that 2 more times. My Lord Jesus. The confidence that matters is confidence that is earned. Otherwise, it's simply arrogance masquerading as confidence. The confidence that matters is confidence that is earned. Otherwise, it is simply arrogance masquerading as confidence. The confidence you can rely on is for actions that produce successful results. If it's just theoretical, or if it's incompetent, just don't trust it. Rather. Genuine confidence is not easy to gain, but it's not complicated either. Put forth a particular effort, keep it up until you get it right, and you'll build the confidence to do it again. On top of that, you'll have something even more valuable. You'll have an embodied understanding of how to work your way to confidence in all kinds of endeavors. The top athlete and a client competition, but they're sadly different skills. Yet they share the common strategy of practicing their way to peak levels of confidence and performance. Do some specific thing well again and again, constantly challenging yourself to get better as a result of actions. Not only will you earn genuine confidence, but you'll become skilled at developing confidence in whatever else you wish to do. Ralph Morrison. Honestly, tell you the truth, every time that we do like a live after show on, y'all wasn't able to see it. There it is. I don't mind that at all. Here we go. Nothing will ever be attempted if all possible objections must first be overcome. It's time for the day over for Monday, October 13th, 2025. Earn confidence. The confidence that matters is confidence that is earned. Otherwise, it's simply arrogance masquerading as confidence. The confidence that matters is confidence that is earned. Otherwise, it's simply arrogance masquerading as confidence. The confidence that matters is confidence that is earned. Otherwise, it is simply arrogance masquerading as confidence. The confidence you can rely on is forged by actions that produce successful results. If it's just theoretical, or if it's incompetent, don't trust it. Genuine confidence is not easy to gain, but it's not complicated either. Put forth a particular effort, keep it up until you get it right, and you'll build the confidence to do it again. On top of that, you'll have something even more valuable. You'll have an embodied understanding of how to work your way to confidence in all kinds of endeavors. The type of athlete and client concert musician possess decidedly different skills, yet they share the common strategy of practicing their way to peak levels of confidence and performance. Do some specific thing well again and again, constantly challenging yourself to get better as a result of your actions. Not only will you earn genuine confidence, you'll become skilled at developing confidence in whatever else you wish to do. Ralph Paulson. And like I was saying, whenever we do these after show reviews, when I first got started, I really did. I felt like I knew what I was doing, but it's a different skill set, right? Because the after show is really a whole show for you all, right? So you have to keep show streamlined from beginning to end, but also to add spice where it's necessary, and then let the dish be the dish where it needs to be. And to be able to balance all that out. Life is not an easy thing to do. So the first thing I would say about earn confidence is, if you are afraid to do something, move through that afraidness, right? Because what will come out of that is lessons for you to become better. I feel like now I'm an expert at doing after show reviews, right? Like I said, we covered Ready to Love, we covered Ellie and Ashanti, We Belong Together, Virgins, 90 Day Fiance, Hunt for Love, Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, They Never Ever Met, King's Court, Queen's Court. And I feel like with every after show review, I feel like I've gotten better, because it's one thing to talk about the show, it's another thing to give soul to the show. and say the quiet part out loud and make it relatable in a way where you will want to consume it. So the first thing is, if you are afraid of gaining confidence, work through that fear of being afraid, because on the other side of that is something good. Right here, yet they share the same common strategy of practicing their way to peak levels of confidence and performance. Even though you might have a different skill set, that doesn't mean the foundation to get that confidence is the same. And I think sometimes when we compare apples and oranges, we gotta recognize, well, wait a minute, you know, for an apple to grow or for an orange to grow, they still have to be planted, right? Seeds gotta still be planted for both of those things to grow. So even though you may have a different skill set, don't think that you can do a different process and something will grow. You still have to put the same foundation in planting yourself, right? And finally, constantly challenge yourself to get better as a result of your actions. If your actions are not doing what they need to be doing, maybe it's you. You know what I mean? And you know, listen, I think it's one thing to talk to our audience. It's another thing to be talking to yourself. And all you have is an echo chamber. And if you are idiotic and your echo chamber is idiotic, then guess what? You have an idiotic environment. But if you know who you are and you are open-minded, your audience is open-minded, then you have an open-minded environment. A closed mindset versus a growth mindset, right? So with that being said, everybody, that is it for me. It's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you will always want a blessing and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but at the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Last one to call yourself is another thing you're chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, we're out to break together. Always remember, where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that, hey, listen, while we may disagree, right, we should not let our disagreement dictate our movement, right? Because life is too short. And listen, everybody plays the fool sometimes, no exceptions to the rule. If they really believe in their idiocy, let them be an idiot. It gives them something to do. And eventually, idiots will get tired of being idiots. Well, some more than others. But anyway, always remember, on receive love, you gotta give. On receive love, you gotta give. On receive love, you gotta give. Where obstacles you're going to come, where success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, listen. If you got to wait to have a day to say what's on your mind, then what you had to say was nothing important, right? I think life is way too short for us to make that phone call to our best friend to repair something or to go after a business opportunity. Why are you waiting to say what's on your mind? Why are you waiting to go after a dream? Why are you waiting for anything when you know it matters? So that's just my take on that. So one love, much love, all love. I feel love. And I send it right back to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Right? Love you all. Good night.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it. Are video games getting too...
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braille only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylonly got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylonly's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylonly, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done our way with. Braylonly, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, shadowy world of monsters and mystery. New wonders in the wizarding world. And a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying